Time. I don't think most people understand how long life is. And we get caught up in a moment that can expand into days, weeks, months, even a year or years. All of those are self-inflicted periods of time. But the good part about it is that you have time. And so like I look at life now, I'm 50, and so I think about, I'm looking back now because I'm going into a different phase of life, and not because of age, just because of like this, everything that's happening in my life and everything that I've created, good and bad, and everything that I am now creating. So I look at time, and time is a misunderstood concept when you're young. Like you never think that you will have like a 5-year run where it's bad. You never would think that. When I was 23, I'm not down bad for 5 years. Forget that. But you aren't really down bad for 5 years. Just that there's 5 years where you just aren't making the progress you want to make, or there's things that are kind of nagging at you, whatever. It happens. It can even be 10 years. But when you understand time, and you're like, and you can kind of foresee the future, and like, someday I'll be 40, and does this stuff right now even matter, that I should carry it with me for X amount of days, years, months, whatever? And that's when you value your time, is when you're able to look at instances that are happening around you at any given time, at any given moment, at any age, and be able to gauge, is this actually worth the effort or the loss of time or the gain of time that this is going to create? And I look at a lot of things happening around me. There's pockets of things that I don't really control, that I'm like, the relationship with that person, the time lost is not worth what those people have set up to allow it to be. And you can't get the time back. And people who are immature about life and life decisions will carry events or feelings or whatever past their due date. Like everything's got an expiration date, and so you can have a feeling, but that's got an expiration date. You got to, at some point, that's got to end. And when people are carrying things past the expiration date, that's when you could tell their maturity is lacking, because they don't understand that time is the most important thing. So I know I kind of went all over the place on this, but try and think about your time and value it, not just in like, what is my time worth right now, but what events am I taking on now that can extend past today and become a year, a month, a week, or whatever, and is it worth that? If it's not, try and clean it up now, so that whatever, either internally with yourself, that you can get past it, and like, let's end this at its expiration date, or people that are involved with things, that you can kind of get to an understanding of, we won't agree on this, but it's not worth the time that's going to be lost, so let's just, let's dead it here. This is where it's going to end. We both don't understand each other's position in this, but let's not keep carrying it. So that's how I hope I can pass on a lesson that I didn't actually handle well in my last probably 15 years. So try and get things that need to be out the way, and don't linger on things. Like, to have anything last a year or 2 years that don't really need to last any more than a week, it's a waste of time. You need time.